Huh? Doggy style now. Yeah. To all the ladies in the house. Another day in the ghetto. Don't look outside and I'm already upset, yo. It looks about 102. It's a Saturday and Biggie ain't got nothing to do. I'm interrupted by phone rings. Sometimes I wish I never got the motherfucking thing. Hello, can I speak to Biggie? Yo, who this? Tanisha. Yo, call back, I'm busy. Why don't you hit me on the box a little later? Washed up, got dressed, hits the elevator. Steps out, it's the same old scene. Dope fiend, crack fiend, now with this new fiend.
Hey everyone. Morning. Yes. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay. Yeah. Good to be here. It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm Ethan Van Sciver. It is a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to be with you. Yeah, a lot of people getting ready for work. It's a Tuesday morning. It's a Tuesday morning here at Comic Artist Pro Secrets. And God bless you all. Happy that you could be here. All right, Biggie, we'll see you later. Thank you. Double Down Hustle says, good morning, Frog. Did you sleep? Did you sleep at all? No, not really. No, I'm just kidding. I slept from about I went to bed at like 8 p.m. and I woke up at 4. I think I'm actually sleeping. I think the fact that I have given up on caffeine drinks has actually been helpful to me. I think that it's been good because I'm actually able to sleep. I'm feeling a little bit headachy. I woke up with a little bit of a headache, but other than that, I'm feeling all right. All right, let me see. I'm going to invite Antonio here. Hold on a second. There we go. I'm going to invite Antonio. And I told him, I said, hey, man, let's do a morning show like we used to do. And he was like, cool, man. He's like, anytime. I was like, that's my guy. That is my guy. I like Antonio. And he's good. He's a good co-pilot, Some people have God as their co-pilot. I have Antonio. Frankly, I have not found the difference. Why can't I get Twitter to work this early in the morning? Am I logged in? I just posted a video about Disney's horrible malfeasance. I don't know if you want to watch that. I hope that you do. I'm trying. I gotta start doing more recorded videos. I'm doing a lot of live streams because they're very convenient and they're easy, and I really enjoy making them. But I do have to start doing some more recorded videos. YouTube doesn't like it. They punish your channel brutally when all you do is live stream. They brutally punish your channel. I don't want to be brutally punished. All right, let's see. Hop on in. I don't want to be brutally punished by YouTube. I don't. All right, so what do we got here? We got Matt Nessheim. We got you 2019. We got Mitch. He says, inject Monster into your veins. I don't know if I want to do that. That doesn't sound good. Team Jesus says, did you try black coffee yet? I love black coffee. In fact, I don't know what to put in coffee to make it better. I don't enjoy coffee at all. Frankly, I don't like coffee. So when I order coffee, I order it black. And I just suffer through it. So that's all I know. That's what I know coffee is. Hello, Antonio.
What's crack-a-lackin', my friend?
Well, a lot of things are, Antonio. We're doing another morning of news today. I don't know if you know this, but I've changed my channel's content a little bit.
I was intrigued by the video yesterday. I was feeling it out, so I wanted to see what was up with that.
I only show bad news, really. I don't want to tell people good news. I don't think good news sells. I don't think people want to know good things. I think people want to know bad things.
I always remember when I watched The Wiz for the first time, and the Wicked Witch said, "Don't bring me no bad news."
Well, Michael Jackson shortly brought her bad news with that nose job. You know, he that was his original nose. If you want to see Michael Jackson's original nose, it was in The Wiz.
That is true. He was still black then. That is true.
You know, I starred in The Wiz in a school production, Antonio.
This is a joke, right?
Come on and he's on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on and he's on down the road.
I love The Wiz. Well, I'm sure you would. You played piano in The Wiz, I believe.
No, I was on stage. Now, I think I played a Munchkin. Which is ironic. I was tall. I think I didn't get a bit. I wanted to be the Scarecrow, but I couldn't dance. You know, I went out for the Scarecrow. You know, and didn't get it. I was in Bye Bye Birdie too. You know,
I like Bye Bye Birdie.
Yeah, I do too. I wanted to play. Ironically, the title role is one that doesn't require much talent. So I wanted to be Conrad Birdie because you don't really have to do very much. You know, you just have to be an Elvis impersonator, which I am. You know, you just have to be kind of Elvis-y, which I am. You know, and I certainly was then too. Now I lost it. I lost that role.
You can get it back, baby. TCB, taking care of business.
Bye bye, Birdie. Joe J Roar 123 says, please go to sleep. No, I got enough sleep. Do I look rested? I should look tanned, rested, and ready to you guys. Just gotta have this light on. Do I look tanner now? Yeah. Wait, there's another light.
You look like Biff Tanner.
I like this actually. I like the sunlight, the human sunbeam in my face. I dig it. Antonio, how are you this morning though? Are you feeling good?
I am feeling fantastic, my friend. It is a glorious, glorious day.
It is a glorious day. Have you noticed buzzards circling?
Yeah.
In your life. Now, when I hear that song, why do birds suddenly appear every time you draw near? It's because they're buzzards and they're circling. Because you know, when I shake hands with people, they're doomed. They tend to die. You know, people have pointed this out about me. I must confess that this is something I've noticed myself. I shook hands with Patty Duke. I gave her a snuggle. I snuggled Patty Duke, and like 2 days later, she was dead. You know, so people have pointed this out. I think it's meant to hurt my self-esteem. But in any case, when I do look up and I do see birds suddenly appearing, they do tend to be vomiting vultures. Now, this is probably the worst case scenario. If you have vultures in your neighborhood, and I have like turkey buzzards. I think I'd seen like when I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina, there were turkey buzzards everywhere. You know.
Did you ever meet Ric Flair when you were in Charlotte, North Carolina?
No, sir. I stayed away from him. I took the advice of everybody. Everyone said, do not touch Ric Flair. And I didn't. There was a long line for Ric Flair. Yeah,
he is a kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, jet flying, limousine riding, son of a gun.
I didn't go meet him. I didn't go. I should have. I wanted to get Ric Flair to do an opener for my channel, but like the line was so long that I didn't even bother. Like I figured he would say no. All right, so we've got the Huffington Post. Today they're reporting vomiting vultures invade Florida vacation home. A neighbor described the encounter as a vile, vicious, traumatic event. I'm waking people up, right? I think after today's show, people are going to be doing this. They're going to be going like this. They're going to smell something in the air, okay? That's how I'm sending them off to work today. Burn a scented candle after this broadcast, Antonio. You're going to need it.
I can smell it. I can smell it.
Imagine this. West Palm Beach, Florida. A New York couple's luxurious vacation home in Florida has been taken over by dozens of black vultures that are vomiting and defecating everywhere, Antonio.
African-American vultures.
The Palm Beach Post reports that the Casimano family can't even visit the $702,000 home they purchased earlier this year in the Ibis Golf and Country Club. Oh, poor things. Shaban Casamano. Is that a gangster's name?
It definitely sounded like some gangster shit was going on when you said that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Shaban Casamano.
Shalom.
Described the smell as like 1,000 rotting corpses. How would you know? How do you know what 1,000 rotting corpses smells like? You creep. How would you know?
One rotting corpse would be enough for me.
Yeah, people say that when you smell death, you never forget it. You know, I had Moose Bauman in an elevator and he hadn't brushed his teeth in 8 weeks. And that was, I will never forget that. I will never forget that.
That just doesn't sound pleasant. So I have a thing about teeth and like bad breath. And so I've got a thing about that. I don't know. It's just like,
yeah,
it's a problem.
It is a problem. So that was like maybe 500 rotting corpses. I don't know about 1,000. I don't know. The Vultures have destroyed screen enclosures. They've overtaken the pool and barbecue. The few times the family has visited, they've had to park their car in the garage or the birds peck at them with their beaks. A neighbor, Cheryl Katz, tells the Post that she's got it even worse because she lives next door to a person who is feeding the vultures and other wildlife. In May, she said vultures tore through her pool enclosure and couldn't figure out how to get out. So in other words, you know, you've got your pool. It's May. You're about to open up, you know, but your pool is still enclosed. You've still got a tarp over it. And a vulture has dug into it, dug a hole to get into it, and it's flapping around underneath, and it can't get back out again. Yeah.
Vultures is not good eating. I know that from some of my country friends.
Do you really know that for sure? Like, has somebody tried to eat a vulture?
I was trying to be funny, but no, I actually have a buddy that has a farm, and he raises cattle and stuff, and he was always shooting the damn things because they, especially like when they have like the calves, those things with, and it surprised me because I thought that the vultures only attacked if they, you know, something was dead, and he was telling me no, if they see those calves and they can get to them, they're going to be aggressive in making an attack. He said they had killed a couple of his calves, and so he was shooting them on sight.
Well, that is a problem. I would shoot them on sight too. I got Hunter a crossbow. It's in the next room.
Oh wow!
I think about using it. We were able to use it in Charlotte, North Carolina, all the time. I mean, people didn't care if you had a crossbow there. Here, they might care a little bit more if you have a crossbow in New Jersey. That's
the beauty of the South. Everybody's just used to people walking. It was like I used to work at a gas station. Guys would just walk in with guns. Like, well, it's another Tuesday.
No big deal, right? All right, so imagine 20 vultures trapped, biting each other, and they can bite through bones, she said. They would bang against my windows, running away from a bird that was attacking them. Blood was everywhere. It was a vile, vicious, traumatic event. And it was Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. So no company I called would come out to help me. They're very busy. And called the Vulture Patrol. Finally, 3 police officers arrived. They removed the screens and shooed away the vultures. Since she has chronic lymphocytic leukemia, which leaves her vulnerable to infections. Yikes. She's had to be extra careful going out, even having someone power wash the patio twice. The homeowners blame Kat's neighbor, who they claim is excessively feeding wildlife. With what? Feeding it? Oh, she's giving bags of dog food and roasted chicken to the vultures, you idiot.
So she's feeding them.
She's feeding these things.
That's a dumbass. Okay.
My mama done told me get something for dinner. Remember that? That was a great cartoon. That was a good cartoon. Neighborhood Association President Gordon Holness says they've warned the woman that they're limited in what they can do because the vultures as migratory birds are protected by federal law. Holness said Trump's got to do something about that. You know, make it okay to kill alligators and vultures and sharks. And we talked about alligators and sharks yesterday. You know, we got to get rid of them. They're in the way. You know, I don't think anybody cares. Like if you wiped out all of the sharks in the world, nobody would care. People would be like, good.
I don't know about that. We've got a lot of those save the whales people. They would be like, hey, this is wrong.
Save the whales, not the sharks. Are there any save the sharks idiots?
Actually, yes. If you there are some species that they say are being like hunted to extinction and stuff. There's these animal preservist people. Yeah,
I don't like people like that. Honestly, you know what? Lemon sharks I don't want to kill though because they sound delicious.
I ate shark one time. I ate
Mhm.
shark meat one time, and I'm not a big fish guy though. But it was they had killed a shark, and I'm not big on fish though, so it was like, oh, okay.
I love fish. I think I had shark fin once, like shark fin soup. It wasn't that great. I had alligator once. That you can eat alligator in Florida. They'll serve it to you. It tastes like super overcooked chicken, and they dipped it in lemon, and it was really like I don't know. It was really kind of sour, sour and tough.
I bought some alligator jerky on Amazon. They sell it.
Really? Did you eat it?
Oh yeah, it's pretty damn good. They had everything. They had ostrich, snake. Yeah, it was like an assortment. You can get different animals that they've made jerky out of.
Ew, alligators are jerky though. They're kind of jerks. People have suggested scaring these birds with fireworks or balloons, but that doesn't work for long. Cats even tried putting out 4 fake owls that have moving heads and blinking lights. The vultures chewed the owls apart. She said they ripped their heads off. So these things are just shitting on your house. They're bleeding all over your windows. They're smashing your windows, your pool covers. Look at them. What a bunch of dickheads.
They're not pets. I know that.
No, they're not. I don't know. I don't like them. I say exterminate them. I'm okay getting rid of entire species of animals.
I don't know about that because, like I said, I'm not a big vulture guy, but every animal it seems like they have a purpose. And, like when you have something dying and needs to be cleaned up, they'll show up and take care of that toot sweet. So
people say that. They go, oh, you're going to ruin the ecosystem. Maybe I'll make it better. How do you know I won't make it better by getting rid of these animals? The ecosystem gets ruined all the time. The reason why there aren't giant sharks anymore, like Megalodon, is because of a changing ecosystem. They got rid of all the giant sharks and replaced them with giant whales. Did you know that in prehistoric times, sharks used to be the size of blue whales, and blue whales used to be, like the size of shoe boxes? I don't know. I mean, they used to be smaller. Like sharks would eat the whales.
Yeah, I've seen some of those fossils. It scares the shit out of me. I was like, oh, it's not good.
So a changing ecosystem actually produced a better result for you and me, because now, even though sharks are scary, they're not as scary as they used to be. So I'm saying, why not play God? Sometimes God doesn't play God enough, and you and I have to step in and do something about it.
I don't know. I'm nervous about that, man. I watched too many episodes of The Twilight Zone. It spooked me.
You watch a little bit of Twilight Zone. What's your favorite Twilight Zone episode?
What was it? The little boy that was in that town, that had, he apparently had power to just do anything, and everybody was just walking around like, oh, we're not doing anything. Please don't piss this kid off. Man, I can't remember the name. And there was another one with Peter Falk where it was pretty clear he was playing Fidel Castro.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
And he had looking in the mirror, and the mirror is letting him know, hey, these people are gonna betray you. These people are gonna stab you in the back and all that. It's like, but every person was an enemy. Every time he looked in the mirror, it's an enemy.
Yeah.
The mirror never gave him good news.
I have that same mirror. I'm always looking in the mirror and finding new enemies. It's terrible. It's terrible. People are saying you're a bad man, Ethan. You're a very bad man. People say don't touch the sharks, Ethan. People are saying, I'm listening with Antonio. I'm with Antonio. Don't play God. These people think I can play God. I can't, guys, I can't really play God. I'm just saying that maybe it would work. I'm just saying that maybe it might work. It might do good things. You never know. But then again, Antonio, I have given up caffeine for good. And I have resorted to drinking water.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, I don't just drink bottled water, even though maybe I should. You know that stuff called smart water?
Yes.
Why do you think they call it smart water?
It makes you smarter? I don't know.
It's not fluoridated. Now, a study links fluoridated water during pregnancy to lower IQs. If you're a mom and you're drinking by the way, conservatives all used to say this, like in the 1950s. They thought the government putting fluoride in the water was a conspiracy. They thought it was the government trying to control people. They thought it was like MK Ultra.
I've heard that. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it looks like even the Daily Beast is going to come out and actually confirm this in a way. Okay. That's what this article is about. Study links fluoridated water during pregnancy to lower IQs. The findings could undermine public health messaging, fuel conspiracy theorists, and give pregnant women something else to worry about. An influential medical journal published a study on Monday that links fluoride consumption during pregnancy with lower childhood IQs, a finding that could undermine decades of public health messaging, fire up conspiracy theorists, and alarm mothers-to-be. The research was expected to be so controversial that JAMA Pediatrics included an editor's note saying that the decision to publish was not easy and it was subjected to additional scrutiny. It's the only editor's note I've ever written. There was a concern on the journal's editorial team about how this would play out in the public eye and what the public health implications would be. So when we started in this field, we were told fluoride is safe and effective in pregnancy. But when we looked at the evidence to suggest it's safe, we didn't find any studies done on pregnant women. They recruited 512 pregnant women. Antonio, would you like to recruit 512 pregnant women?
My experiences with pregnant women have been varied, so I would give a hard pass on that one.
Oh, okay. So from Canadian cities and measured their exposure several ways, analyzing the amount of fluoride in their urine, looking at how much tap water and tea they drank, and comparing the fluoride concentration in the community drinking water. That's when women's children, when the women's children were 3 or 4, the researchers gave them IQ tests and crunched the numbers to see if they could find any trends. We saw an association between prenatal fluoride exposure and lower IQ scores in the children. Specifically, they found 1 milligram per liter increase in concentration of fluoride in urine that was associated with a 4.5 decrease in IQ among boys, though not girls.
That's interesting.
Another translation, the boys of mothers with the most fluoride in the urine had IQs about 3 points lower than the boys of mothers with the least amount. This is science.
Weird science.
So women who are drinking tap water are making their boys stupider.
I like the way that sounds.
Well, that's what it says. That's what the study says. You know, when I drink tap water, I walk into walls. I drink smart water. That's why they call it smart water, as it turns out.
So I'm just drinking dumb water then? Is that basically the deal?
Well, if you drink out of the tap, yeah, that's what they're saying.
Drink filtered water.
Filtered water might be okay, but if it has fluoride, so apparently you have a choice between having nice teeth and a damaged brain, or a dumber, or a lower IQ, or bad teeth and you're smarter.
Interesting.
That's a toss up there. I don't know. Black Angus Review says, LOL, fear the fluoride. Yeah, it is good teeth or stupidity. It is a tough choice, McAdams. Smart water comes from the river, says me here, you there. And a lot of people now, a lot of people are saying, I want the nicer teeth. Yeah, I think I'd rather be, I can spare it. Honestly, I can spare 4.5 IQ points, and I think I can still stay in the 3 digits. I
think I can still stay in the 3 digits too.
Yeah. So we'll keep our beautiful smiles, and we will we'll avoid let's avoid fluoride. I think that's a good idea. People are more stupid today for sure, says Josh 1984. See, this is the thing. I mean, they used to think thalidomide was okay.
Oh boy.
Well, they used to. They gave thalidomide to women who were pregnant, so that they wouldn't have morning sickness. And then what happened? I mean, the children were born with flippers.
The thalidomide babies. I recall that.
You can't trust people. You can't trust the government, Antonio. That's the one message I want to get across today. You can't trust the government and what they say. All right. What do you think, Antonio? Have I enlightened you about fluoride water now? Fluoridated water?
I'm scared shitless. I will never drink anything or take a bath again.
It's funny that you put it that way. All right, let's I want to move on to another story. Oh, where is it? Let's go here. Please stop shitting in the pool. Now this is
Oh, you sure know how to pick them today. All right.
This is a serious problem, Antonio. I'm going to talk about this a little bit. This is a new trend that is going on. People are getting sick of it. It's been going on for years now, just a handful of years. We can go backwards right over here. Why is everything slow? A mystery shitter has declared war on a Cornwall swimming pool. This is the news, by the way. This is absolutely the news. Yesterday, we talked about how San Francisco has become nothing but poop. Okay, we showed a map that revealed all of the known reports of human waste, human poop out in public, out in urban and suburban areas, and the entire map of San Francisco was brown. Antonio, it was just brown.
It was brown.
Yeah, and in other words, people were calling in all the time, constantly calling about human feces. Now, this is not just I theorized that it was just San Francisco for some reason, but it is happening all over the world. We've got this guy here. There are people at this point, and there's a trend going on, who have decided to just shit into people's swimming pools.
That is just crazy to me.
I don't know how you get away with this, and I don't know why you do it, but I wish it would stop. This one in particular, just one. I think they've narrowed it down to just one guy. This is one guy that's doing this, and he's cloaked in mystery. They never caught him. This article is from 2014, but it was updated just recently to say they never caught this guy. They never caught him. The mystery shitter who was declared war on this one swimming pool, they never found him. I don't know how that could be. A sustained campaign of in-pool defecations could spell the end for a kid's disco. How do you like that for a headline?
That's a lot of words.
Someone keeps shitting in. I'm sorry. This isn't funny at all. This is serious. Let me get it together.
This is hilarious.
Someone keeps shitting in a pool in Falmouth, Cornwall, so hard that a weekly children's disco is in danger of being canceled. Let that sink in, so to speak. Someone shat. I don't know if I can do it, Antonio. I'm trying to be a news reporter. It's not easy. We got a real problem, and I'm trying to report on it, and it's hard.
Yes.
Okay, let me try it again. Think Ted Koppel. Think Sam Donaldson. Think Walter Cronkite. Someone keeps shitting in a pool in Falmouth, Cornwall, so hard that a weekly children's disco is in danger of being canceled. Let that sink in, so to speak. Someone shat repeatedly in a pool, so much so that a children's weekly disco has had to be canceled. What's a children's weekly disco?
I don't know. I just see an image of my head of like a bunch of like 8-year-old Danny Terrios in bad clothing doing.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's canceled. It's been canceled because of shit.
That's funny.
Sometimes I think about who wrote this? Sometimes I think about what I have achieved in life. Very little on the whole, because my core skill is writing words, and any dumb goof can do that. And I think, yes, but has one of my turrets ever stopped a party from happening? No.
Beautiful.
Antonio, can you read this? I don't know if I can.
Oh, man. Hold on. Let's see.
I'm having trouble. I'm usually better than this, but I have the sillies now.
This is too funny. Let's see. Sometimes it's kind of small on the screen.
Is it? I mean, I can see if I can blow it up a little bit. All right. So I left off right here. I said sometimes. Why don't you read this? Start with sometimes and read it over again.
Sometimes I think about what I have achieved in life very little on the whole because my core skill is, quote, writing words. And any dumb goof can do that. And I think, yes. But has one of my turds ever stopped a party from happening? The answer is no. The mystery foul-mouthed shitter can claim the boast. And the saddest thing is we'll probably never know his or her name. I'm pretty fucking positive it wasn't a woman that did that. It's always dudes.
No. You say that, but you're wrong because the jogging shitter of Denver, Colorado turned out to be a woman. They got her on video.
Was she trans?
No. Well, I mean, I say that like I know for sure. I'm pretty sure no, though. I'm pretty sure. All right. So as the Western Morning News reports, the Ships and Castles Leisure Center in Falmouth has been the target of a persistent logger, their words. Is this health and safety terminology? Let me know if you know. I'm genuinely interested. Who dropped shits in the pool during the kids' water disco rave wave. Apparently the person or persons thinking about it, it could be an organized turd gang. A
turd gang.
Okay. There's a good reason to think so. We'll get to that in a minute. Have been waiting for the lights to dim, for the Calvin Harris album to come on shuffle, for the kids to start raving, and then just like doing a big floaty jobby every week for weeks. They're dancing in the water, and the guy just poops in the water while they're dancing. It's getting so bad that the leisure firm from behind the center, Tempest, is considering canceling the weekly event. It seems the customer is purposely defecating in our center, a spokesperson said. The customer being one of the children aged between 8 years and 14 years old attending the session. Do you think so? Do you think it's one of the kids? I would like to assure our customers this poses no health and safety threat to other members of the public using our facility. Our water is treated by ultraviolet light, and we use chlorine as a further measure of disinfectant. What worries me is, can chlorine stop a turd bobbing towards you as though it is laser guided and then popping into your mouth while you attempt to get your breathing down while doing the butterfly? See, I didn't even think about that. You see what I'm saying? Because when you swim, you tilt your head from side to side, you open your mouth to catch a breath of air.
Oh God.
And then it just goes right in your mouth.
Oh no.
That is the worst case scenario. That's probably I didn't think of that because I am an optimist. You know, I don't think about things like that. I don't think about worst case scenarios. Yeah, I just think, there are germs in the pool, gross. But I'm not thinking about, hey, I'm actually actively swimming, like I'm Olympic freestyle, and then it goes into my mouth as I turn my head to the side, like it just goes like that's, and then what would happen is because you'd whip your head back around again, you'd break it in half, like. I didn't even think about that. Because I don't think chlorine can do it, he says, or ultraviolet light, and that personally puts me off of rave waving in the near future. But more importantly, all evidence seems to indicate that the Phantom Logger is actually a human child between the ages of 8 and 14. Well, how do you know that? Rather than an adult sprinting out under the cover of darkness and off a diving board, shitting into the pool. So theoretically, you could sit on the diving board and do it, which begs probably more questions than it answers, such as what kind of child has the focus and determination for such a sustained, long-running shittery campaign? There's got to be one. I would have said, what's his name from Home Alone? Macaulay Culkin probably could have done it in his day, Yes. I think he had some I think he had some aggression. I think he could have done it. He said, how are they able to shit on command like that? Did they save it up?
Oh no, I'm surprised Howard Stern never discovered someone with that amazing talent.
Do they save it up in full knowledge that they will be in a swimming pool later that day when the lights go down? And also, why? Why would you do that? At my primary school, on a week-long trip to London that I did not attend because my parents were poor, a kid called Robert was discovered to have a pair of especially shat-in pants in his possession. Don't ask me how or why the kids were looking at the state of his gusset. I do not know. I was back home kicking a ball against the wall while substitute teachers tried to make me interested in maths. What matters is the nickname he came back home with, which was Skidmark, and has followed him from the junior playground all the way up to this day. In a way, I think it ruined his life. Old Skiddy Robert and his big old ruined life. But the point is, the kids hate shit as much as we do. Kids don't think doing a log in a pool is cool. If they ever find the foul mouth shitter and it's identified as being one of their classmates, the aforementioned shitter might as well move country. There's no getting your reputation back after that. Children are cruel, and I can see why you might want to menacingly shit near them, but think of your reputation, foul mouth pool shitter. Think of your future. So there's more here if you want to. All aboard the UK's first shit-powered bus. If you want to read more about shit, I don't.
If you want to read more about shit. Oh, that's funny.
I'm tired of it, Antonio.
Tired of all the shit.
This guy's declared war. They didn't find him. So, it's now 5 years later, and they have not discovered this person who could be anywhere between the ages of 13 and 19 now. Does he still go to that pool? I don't know. And I think I did read that it's still happening, but they haven't found him yet.
Well, here's the question, though. If you shit in the pool, would you want to swim in the pool? Even after, they'll clean it up, obviously, but you'd be like, hey, I shit in that pool. I don't know if I want to swim in the pool.
No, I wouldn't. Well, I mean, that's not a question that I think I need to answer, but in any case, no, I wouldn't want to do that. Horrible. S. Gamble 121682 says, just got to work at 6 a.m. and I get to listen to EBS. Hey, that's a good way to start your day, I think. Adrian Stone says, check your inbox. Adrian, I saw that you sent me over everything I need to get my OBS up and running. I'm excited about it. Thank you so much. I hope that you will have to get in touch and talk it through. Black Angus Review says, Antonio, did you have it with a cream pie? I don't know what they're talking about. David Cook says, hush, where my book at? It's at the printers. Mr. Smallville is a new member. Thank you for joining the channel. Micah D2 says, good morning, Ethan. Good morning, Micah. Medium War says, Ethan, are you going to Mines IRL in Pitman? What is Mines IRL? Mines in real life.
I'm out of the loop on that one.
I guess the answer is no. Pitman is in New Jersey. And it's not too far away from me. Maybe, 45 minutes by car, but I don't know what it is. So, I have no plans to go. I'm looking at the chat real quick to see if anybody knows. Micah D2 says drinking fluoride does nothing for your teeth. Is that true? I mean, do we want to just slay all these myths?
I have heard as the years have gone by that they've noticed like minimal. As long as you brush your teeth and it's not really doing anything.
It doesn't strengthen your teeth? No?
It's supposed to, but also a lot of the toothpaste and mouth rinses that people use already have that in there. So I'm not sure.
Okay, Minds IRL is the convention of free-thinking YouTubers that Antifa threatened to burn down. You mean it's here, Pitman, New Jersey, right? Is that what you mean? Is it in Pitman, New Jersey that it looks like Tim Pool and Sargon of Akkad are going to be? I would go meet those guys. Hold on a second. Minds IRL Pitman. You spell Pitman wrong. No, it's in New Jersey. Ending Minds. All right. Ending racism, violence, and authoritarianism.
They're going to do this at a convention.
Well, let's have a look at it before we get into more garbage here. I got plenty of garbage lined up. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I believe it.
Minds, New Jersey, ending racism, violence, and authoritarianism. This is August 31st. I'm not doing nothing. $75 to $150. Broadway Theater of Pitman, New Jersey. So that isn't too far away from me. America seems to be a culture divided, polarized, on edge. Want to be part of the solution? No. I don't want to take a trip out to the proverbial out of the proverbial bubble. Dare we talk honestly to others who may disagree with us? No. I don't want to talk to people who disagree with me. People who disagree with me are crazy. Tim Pool is going to be there. Lauren Chen, who is a roaming millennial. Daisy Cousins, I don't know who that is. Tara Devlin, I don't know who that is either. Then we've got Aiden Paladin is going to be nearby. I like Aiden Paladin. Rucka Rucka Ali. Do you know Rucka Rucka Ali?
No, but I like that name. Rucka Rucka Ali.
Rucka Rucka Ali does parody songs. He does racist parody songs of pop songs. And they're really good. I mean, I've laughed a few times at some of Rucka Rucka Ali's stuff. I mean, he's just like, you know.
I'm having Pac-Man flashbacks like Rucka 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 Rucka.
He did. I wonder if I can show it or if I'll get in trouble. I'm going to show it here because I like Rucka Rucka Ali. Let me show you. I mean, some of his stuff is he'll make videos that are racist and then he'll do people reacting to them. He'll make videos of people reacting to how racist they are. All right, hold on a second. But he did something that was pretty good. And we'll see if you guys like it. You might not like it, Antonio. You might find it to be racist. But you know, at the same time, I have to expose you to this.
Yes.
I feel like I need to expose you to racism. All right, here we go. This is Rucka Rucka Ali, and he wrote a song about Super Mario Brothers called One Up. You ready?
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Rucka Rucka Ali.
Can you hear it?
Yes, I can.
Here comes a motherfucking Goomba, here to steal your hoe. When you find that bitch, she'll be pregnant for show. Sliding through crack pipes, jumping over shells. Just another motherfucking day in hell. I'm a Dago, sipping a can of Fago. Munching magic mushrooms makes my day go better when a letter from the princess says, help me! And then a nigga's gonna bust some heads. I jump on them, splat, and I crush them bitches. My grumpy ass brother, Luigi, wishes he could be like me. He'll never be like me, cause I'm a P-I-M-P. I got one up on you, so bitch, fuck your crew. I got the flower power fireball, bust you in two. I got the Rave cape flying to escape real smooth, and all my haters can't taste this goo. I got one up, what's up? Yeah, I got it made. I got 99 lives and a bitch to save. And all you bitch made suckers wanna fuck with me. I jump on you and stop your face.
Mario Lopez, cut my grass, grazie.
Little android man with scissors on his dome. Never trust the android, cause I got an iPhone. Turtle with the wings, think we can play some games. Got a couple skinny turtles tossing around a boomerang. The plant with the teeth, living on a vine. No mind and no conscience, he eats what he can find. And them ghosty ass niggas seem to be deaf and blind. Till you turn your back on them, they creep up from behind. Never mind the baby Goombas, killed before they live. Spilled their blood cold-blooded, I could never be forgive. Find the turtle that I murdered, the one I took this cape from. What is it inside of me I'm trying to escape from? Running to the right, I'm always running to the right. Endless cycle of excitement that I like to call a lie. And when I die, I'll try again, pretending this time will be different. I'm addicted, it's something I could never fight. I got one up on you, so bitch, fuck your crew. I got the flower power fireball, bust you in two. I got the Rave cape flying to escape real smooth, and all my haters can't taste this goo. I got one up, what's up? Yeah, I got it made. I got 99 lives and a bitch to save. And all you bitch made suckers wanna fuck with me. I jump on you and stop your face. I got one up on you punk ass, broke ass, duty dog, good for nothing motherfuckers. Suck a dick hoe. Come on, game and get on my level. I'm in a secret world,
What is
but
this?
I'm from the ghetto. Who took my bitch now? I'm joke or trick. How I run this shit now? You ain't shit. I got one up on you, so bitch, fuck your crew. I got the flower power fireball, bust you in two. I got the Rave cape flying to escape real smooth, and all my haters can't taste this goo. I got one up, what's up? Yeah, I got it made. I got 99 lives and a bitch to save, and all you bitch made suckers wanna fuck with me. I jump on you and stop your face.
You know what I'm saying? It's like every time we deal with the same bullshit. Bitch said she got kidnapped. I gotta kill 1,000 fucking turtles. The nigga's endangered, man. Bitch said she loves animals.
Yellow Flash is like, this is horrible. I'm just watching this chat like go off on this. It's so funny. All right, hold on, we're almost done.
Next time I gotta come find you, I best be getting up in that ass. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think, you know, a lot of people play Super Mario Brothers, but very few people have, you know, thought through the psychological aspects of why Super Mario does what he does, you know, and maybe how his brother Luigi is jealous of him. And then, you know, how haters can taste his goo.
He had hot bars, man. He was spitting that hot fire, bro.
Yeah, I think he did a good job. People in the chat said I think that song ruined Mario for me. 99% exposed to racism. There was definitely racism. Sir Billy Ritchie says I thought it was funny. Send this to Jeremy. Wazaru says this is a dad joke rap. Thumbs down. And a lot of people are saying bring your ass. Now, bring your ass is from last night. You didn't see that, did you, Antonio?
I did not.
All right. There's another story. I talked about women in New Jersey setting houses on fire. This one dude in Camden, New Jersey, at 4 a.m, he got a booty call. Well, he sent a booty call to this woman.
Oh yeah.
And the booty call was he just texted her, "Bring your ass."
Yeah, it sounds about right.
And she got the text and she said, I'm going to bring my ass. And she came over to his house and she found out the door was locked and he was asleep inside. It's 4 a.m, you know. So she set fire to his house, you know.
Set his house on fire. What?
Yeah, she said she was mad that, like, she said, you're asleep in there. You call for the boot. You know, you fell asleep and I'm pissed off. And so she, banged on the door. She texted him. He didn't answer. So she just said, she got matches. I don't know what she got. She got some accelerant of some kind and then set his house on fire. He crawled out through the window. But anyway, I did that story yesterday. So bring your ass. Bring your ass is now kind of a thing now. So you didn't like that? You didn't enjoy the one up on you?
No, he got bars. We can
all right.
Yeah.
You liked it. Okay. So he's going to be there. Rucka Rucka Ali will be in Pitman, New Jersey. He's going to be on a panel with these other people. I'm looking to see if Yellow Flash is coming. No, I don't see Yellow Flash. But I do see Count Dankula is coming. Armored Skeptic is coming. All the Gamer Gators are going to be here. Tim Pool, Melissa Chen, Carl Benjamin, a.k.a. Sargon of Akkad, is going to be there. And June, a.k.a. Shoe on Head. I can't believe this is happening in Pitman. Pitman, New Jersey is, well, I got to say, it ain't much. It ain't much. I don't know why you would do this in Pitt. Look at this down here. This is ironic. Things to do in Pitman, New Jersey. Not a lot. There's not a lot. Andy NGO is going to be there. How do you pronounce NGO? Yo?
Yo.
Andy Yo? I don't know. Bill Ottman and Tim Pool. Tim Pool's doing everything here. Demonetized. What role should corporate America play in activism? That sounds like fun. Let's see. The Great Migration, a discussion on digital and physical immigration. I just don't think I'm going to go. Oh, it's Andy No. Andy No. I just don't think I'm going to go to this, Antonio, unless you want to come.
Hey, I got to hop on the plane. We can make that happen, man. Film it. Yeah.
August 31st. Yeah. Go out there. Go see The Stepfather. Go see Tim Pool. I wonder if it's going to be crowded.
Well, it is now. You're giving it a lot of promo, and I'm sure Mr. Pool on his mega channel has been promoting it as well.
Yeah, I might go.
Got a live stream from there, man.
I might go. I'm thinking about it now. It's from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's just 7 hours. I could do that. I just can't believe it's in Pitman, New Jersey. That destroys me. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing in Pitman. It's not close to Atlantic City. It's not close to Philadelphia. There's nothing there. It's not by the beach. It's not by the city. It's just in the middle of nothing. Who scheduled this for Pitman, New Jersey? You could have put it in Atlantic City. You could have put it Wildwood. You could have put it like on the beach. You know what I mean? You could have put it anywhere. You could have put it near Philly, in Philly. It's an hour in any direction to all those things. And New Jersey is basically 2 hours across. Like if you want to drive across New Jersey, it's 2 hours. Why would they do this? Pitman, New Jersey. I dated a girl in Pitman, New Jersey.
Yeah, let's hear about that.
I dated a girl in Pitman, New Jersey. She's the one that got away. I said, look, out of all my ex-girlfriends, there's one that I respect. You know, but you know, she was a good Mormon girl, and she, you know, she was either going to go to college or she wanted to stay in New Jersey and date me. And her mom brought her over to me and said, "Hey, Ethan, you want to marry her?" I said, I'm 18. What are you talking about? You know, I can't do that. No, I was 19 because I actually had Cyberfrog underway. I said, I'm 19. I can't marry her. You know, she's like, and her mom looked at her and just kind of said, "See, you go to school." And I looked at her. I said, "Yes, go to school. If you're staying here to marry me at age 19, total loser, don't do that. That would be a mistake. That'd be a life's mistake." But fortunately, she did. She went to school. She got married. She had lots of kids, and I think she's happy now. So that's good. But that's the girl I dated in Pitman, and so I've been to Pitman. That's my whole point. I've been to Pitman.
But Ethan, the big question is, did you smash though?
She was Mormon. No, of course not. You know.
See, that's the thing. We were talking about you on the last episode of Sexy Party because I talked about a story you had told about a year ago, and all your stories with women, they don't do it for me, man. I need you to spice it up. I want to hear that.
Well, I can't remember any woman before Andrea. All of them have left my mind. I don't care. Nobody meant anything. Yeah. You know. So, yeah, I don't think about it very much. Good morning, Ben Pachetti. Good morning, past Master Dan. Good morning, Doug Landrum. He said, Mormon, hello. Spectre of Comics says, EVS is respectful to women, not spicy.
Yeah.
I am respectful to women, though, I think. Except for the things that I say and the things that I do. Other than that, yeah, I'm mostly respectful to women, you know. I don't know. I'm not going to go to this. I'm not going to Pitman, New Jersey to go meet Tim Pool. You know, speaking of pools, yeah.
Not another.
Serial pooper known as the Brown Bomber keeps dropping undetected aqua dumps in a city pool. Now, this is 4 years ago. This is subsequent to the guy in, I think he's in England, you know. But this is under butt stuff. This is butt stuff.
It's under butt stuff.
Hashtag butt stuff. All right. For the 6th week in a row, the staff at Splash Palace Aquatic Center has been forced to call a code brown after a faceless man or woman known as the Brown Bomber has pooped in the pool. Yes, 6 Fridays in a row now, this fecal villain has snuck into the pool, pinched off a dookie, and gotten out of there before anyone was able to pinpoint the fecal villain and bring the aquatic crapper to justice.
A dookie?
Aside from this being a hilarious story, half of the reason I wanted to share this shitty saga with you is it gave me the opportunity to use as many different words for aqua dumping as possible. For those of you who weren't ever fortunate enough to spend an extended period of time on a sailboat or grow up near water, you may not have ever dropped logs in the water. That's disgusting. I've never. But there is, in fact, a fine art to the aqua. That's God. You have to start squeezing and then swim away as fast as possible, he says. But also know that your body is going to create a current suction and drag that crap towards you. So my first piece.
That's science.
Why is this? So my first piece of advice to the lifeguards looking to catch the serial water shitter is to look for a person hanging close to the jets in the pool, because a smart pool pooper will be angling those logs into the jets and have them sent streaming off into the pool. But as for the brown bomber in hand, here's what we know so far, according to TVNZ. A mystery pool pooper dubbed the Brown Bomber has struck the Inver Cargill pool complex for a 6th Friday in a row. All right, it's terrible. Splash Palace Aquatic Center manager Pete Thompson told Fairfax, "That's great. How would you like to have your name in an article about this?"
I would not.
Mom, my name's in the paper, you know. Told Fairfax Media that a smidgen of poo, how much is a smidgen, was found in the leisure pool at about 4:30 p.m. It's the 6th week in a row the pool staff have had to call a code brown. The mode is dissimilar to anything else we have had. It's a very tiny 10-cent piece size, which suggests it probably came out of a baby's togs. Thompson said, "How would you even notice it?" Splash Palace staff has been on the lookout for the Brown Bomber after finding deposits in the pool 5 weeks in a row. However, the man, woman, or child behind today's incident still managed to elude them. All right, so this is the most interesting thing to happen in New Zealand, they say.
Oh my.
What do you think about that, Adrian? You know, most interesting thing in New Zealand. Yeah. All right. Very good. Oh, there's more.
Oh no.
There's more. The viral. How do you pronounce this? I don't speak Spanish. Can you try this? Hasser Kaka. Is that close?
Let's see. Hold on.
Hasser.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. Hasser Kaka.
Okay, the viral Hasser Kaka that challenges people to poo in the swimming pool. So this is recent. Okay, this is May of this year. We're coming forward in time. We're coming forward in time here. Spanish media is reporting a bizarre viral trend where people are defecating in public swimming pools and water parks, with reports that some have even had to close their facilities so staffs can clean and disinfect the water. I want you to think about this. Ben Pachetti says it means to make poop. That's what it means in Spanish. When you go to those water parks, the big water slide parks that they have them in Orlando. They're everywhere. This is what is going on right now. There's a viral trend. It's like planking. Not planking. What is that called? Where you take a picture of yourself lying across something with your arms at your side. That was stupid.
That's never been shit that I'm into.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Oh my God. Interesting.
Dubbed the Hasser Kaka, which literally means to make poop. Early teens were taking parts in this viral trend where they directly poop inside water or inside a bag, and then they carry the waste to the pool and drop it in. Now, that is diabolical. Then they share videos and photos of their actions. All right. So, Sego Briga Park in Valencia had to close twice in 1 week after 2 separate incidents. Statement from the park reads, "For causes beyond the direction of the Sego Briga Park and for a reason of hygiene and health caused by an incident, the complex has been forced to close during the morning of Wednesday, 24th of July, and must remain closed until Thursday, 25th until 2 p.m. Look at this. Can you imagine?
Oh no, complete with sound effects. I love it.
Yeah, that's what it would be like. It'd just be like just people just shitting down these slides right into the water.
I did see a video. It was a couple of years ago. Someone sent me a video, and someone was going down the pool, and you could clearly see that they dropped a log while they were sliding down. It was so funny.
That is disgusting beyond belief.
Oh, it was horrible. I was like, they dropped the. Oh, it was horrible. They shit themselves going down the slide.
All right. So, the pool was forced to close for 2 days after human feces were found in the pool. Would you ever get back in there again? I would find another pool. This looks like fun, but
yeah, I'm done.
I would like a pool like this, and I wouldn't let people shit into it. I would have a big pool like this with a water slide. I'd build a fake mountain. You know what I would do? Like I would have mammoth bones built into the side of this wall here, like fossils. Oh, that looks so cool. It would look like the Flintstones, kind of.
I like that. Your vision.
Yeah. That is my vision. I would see it through. God, that'd be great. Someday when I have a lot of money, I'm going to do that. The city of Segorba has been forced to close down again the pool to perform tasks. This is a second time of disinfection of the waters until tomorrow at 2 p.m. We appeal to the civility of the people who make use of the facilities of the Segorba Park, so that these kinds of actions do not harm the Segorbinos and the tourists who visit us. And we appeal to visitors' respect to ensure the good image of the tourism of Segorba. Segorba City Council asked the locals to avoid doing the disgusting act to protect swimmers' health as well as to preserve their tourism. Some of the swimming pools are also installing CCTV cameras. That's not, you're going to find out and you're going to wish you didn't,
I believe that.
Planking. Thank you. It was called planking. What was
Planking.
And reactive dye to catch the culprits red-handed. Now that is something else. So if you have red dye, the base in the water that reacts to your poop, like red dye will come up all around you as you're pooping in the pool. But you know what? You can also psych people out with that. You can say, we have a chemical in the water that will catch you. So if you do this, so you're just bluffing. I mean, you can just bluff people, don't put it in there. But if they think it is, they're not going to do it. Why find out? Why test that?
I know
right.
They have that chemical that reacts like if you pee in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, and it turns a different color, and so it lets people know that you peed in the pool. So I'm just like,
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've always I always just thought that was kind of included. I don't own a pool though.
I'm concerned about all this. See, they go on to scientifically explain about human feces and all the kind of dirt worms and tapeworms that live in human shit.
Schemers and scammers.
Schemers and scammers and dirt worms. So when people are shitting into the pool, I mean, that is the right environment for tapeworms and dirt worms to prosper. Besides using chlorine or bromine as the first and most conventional method to sanitize water, large public swimming pools in general also use two distinct and separate methods of sanitation. The first is consecutive dilution system, which is to remove organic waste on a daily basis using a sieve. Basket. You want to sieve it out. Inside the skimmer and circulation pump and the sand unit with a backwash facility for easy removal of organic waste from the water circulation. The second is by using disinfectants that can come in the form of hypochlorous acid to kill infectious microorganisms. So you can get rid of those microorganisms. You want to do that. They make you sick. Pools can use a copper ion system to kill organisms such as algae in the water. So, okay, these are good. It doesn't make me feel better. I mean, I'm glad that there are solutions, but I still will never go to this pool again. These people should know better. So do you understand that this pool is someone's toilet?
Yeah.
It officially has become someone's toilet.
That's just so bad.
It is bad. I'm sorry for inviting you here. It's like, Antonio, you want to do a morning show with me? You're like, I do.
I was like, yes.
I'm like, well, okay, cool, but I'm only going to be talking about poop in people's swimming pools today. You didn't know that. In a way, I didn't let you know.
Oddly enough, the subject came up on the last edition of Sexy Party, which was my co-host likes to bring up such subjects because she knows they disgust me.
Oh, so you're ready for this. You know what to
do. Yes.
Yeah. Randall McCollum says another symptom of not making people grow up. Never really potty trained adults with participation trophy for watching someone else succeed. That is true as well. That is true. That's part of the problem. So that's the kind of stuff that's happening. You want some good news?
Yes, I do.
Okay, wait, we're about to flip over. Oh, 666. We got 666 people watching now. It's time for the good news. That's time to share the good news. The good news is that Wisconsin family finds a live frog in a store-bought salad. And you say,
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, like how would this be good news, Ethan? Because it wasn't dead. Yeah, I'm worried about the frog. I don't care about the Wisconsin family. I'm concerned about the frog, and it was alive. Let's read about this. A Wisconsin family said they were shocked to discover a live frog inside the salad they bought from a local supermarket. Carly Allen said her family bought the plastic container of Simple Truth organic lettuce salad at the Pick and Save store in Glendale. Didn't discover until inside their home that the container also housed a live frog. Why is this a link? This better not be porn.
It might be the video, because I saw the video that she filmed it on her phone.
It's a greenie. It's a green tree frog. Why is that gross? That's not gross.
Well, I mean,
it's in your food, but it's a green tree frog.
Just
let him out of there.
Little buttermilk, some flour. I hear that's delicious.
Oh, that's so cute. I would be like, bonus. Those things are expensive. If you want to buy one as a pet, they're about $20, $25.
Oh, wow.
How much did you pay for that salad, you dummy? Feel blessed.
It was organic. So
it certainly was.
Yeah, she paid a premium for the salad. It was organic. So.
That's what you get with organic. Why are they complaining? I would be so happy about this. All right, so they found a house, a live frog. Allen said her family planned to return the salad with the frog intact the next morning, but they discovered the amphibian escaped the container overnight and was perched on an outlet by the kitchen counter. That's what they do.
He escaped like he was in Attica.
Yeah, well, he didn't want to be in there. He's like, look, I was just hiding in the leaves. Frogs like to live it's a tree frog. So apparently some idiot who picked this lettuce didn't notice that there was a frog sleeping in the lettuce, and then it ends up in a package. It survived the rinsing. Was there a rinsing process?
It's supposed to be with organics. Yeah, you're supposed to wash it before it goes into. So that's interesting.
This is total bullshit. And then this poor frog was like, I was sleeping. I just woke up in this box of salad, and then I got humans screaming at me. I didn't do nothing. I was just, what the hell? You brought my home to you. You brought my home into your home, and now you're mad at me? And so that frog got out of the container, and what they do is they will jump and they stick. They're sticky frogs. They're like wacky wall crawlers. Have you ever played with a green tree frog?
I played with a wacky wall crawler before.
Exactly the same thing. Green tree frogs, you can go and stick it to your forehead, and they'll stick there.
I like that.
That's how they are. They're totally awesome. I love green tree frogs. I've had many of them for pets, and they live. You can find them down south. If you go to Florida, I lived in Orlando, and it was like free frogs every day. Free frogs because at nighttime they all come out and they cling to your apartment, like your door, and they cling there. They're looking for bugs. They're hanging out. But as they come out, especially in the rain. So if it's raining, you can go out with a container, a jar, and you can just collect green tree frogs, off of people's doors. And that's what I did one time. I had a whole tank of green tree frogs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was so great. I let them all go in like a week or so, but I just wanted to have them all for like a week. And I enjoyed them. I fed them crickets. They enjoyed me. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to worry about. I don't know why these people are like, the Allens decided to put the frog outside and return the lettuce for a refund. What a bunch of assholes. Roundy's Supermarkets Incorporated, Pick and Save's parent company, explained the situation in a statement. These situations happen from time to time when organic products are involved. Do you understand that? Stop paying for organic products. All it is this. They don't remove the frogs. Okay? If they don't remove the frogs, what do you think? They're removing crickets and parasites? There's going to be a praying mantis in your salad, and it's going to be dead and partially squished.
Yeah.
And that's what they're saying here. USDA certified organic items must be free of synthetic additives and certain pesticides. They can't kill the bugs, the statement said. So be prepared when you're buying organic, you're paying $8 extra for an item that's covered in fleas. It's covered in gnats' eggs. When you see fruit flies in your house, it's because you bought organic. Although rare, from time to time, we do see insects and other small animals like mice and rats make it through. I added the mice because that would be worse. If I found a mouse, I'd be like, motherfucker. Like I would be, if I found a mouse in my salad, in my box of salad, do you know what I would do, Antonio?
And what would that be, sir? I'd
be like, motherfucker, like that. And I'd be in my car. Andrew would be like, where are you going? Slow down. I'm at the shopping bag. Like, you put a mouse in my salad. I'd be yelling. I'd probably take out a small knife, like a small, like what are those called? A box cutter?
Wow. Yeah.
I'd be like, you dare me to do it? I'm going to do it because that's just the kind of guy I am. Like that.
Sometimes they cut back, man. Just be prepared for that. You need to know. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I lost.
A frog. Am I here?
Yeah, you did the robot for a second. I was like, we can dance if you want to.
Oh. No, I was saying if you want to put a frog in my food, that's okay. Like I honestly, if I found that little guy in my food, I'd be like, oh, bonus, free frog. But mice, other vermin, rodents, insects, I don't want that. I just don't want it, Antonio.
Well, see, that's the balance though, because we're mass producing food for millions and millions of people, and then a lot of the big companies, they're using pesticides, and then people say, well, we don't want all those chemicals. So then they go, okay, we'll grow it organically with only like natural things that are pesticides, but those aren't nearly as effective. And then so obviously the animals are recognizing that as well, because they don't want to go to the chemical either. So
yeah,
it's weird. There you go.
You can't kill. If you don't use pesticides, you're going to get pests. You got to use pesticides effectively, or else just expect pests in your food.
Pretty much.
That's how I feel about things. All right, let me read some super chats and just see what people have to say. Probably nothing. All right, so drinking fluoride does nothing for your teeth. Charlie's London's here. Hi, Charlie. She says, I read an article, I'll try to find it, looking at the links between Chernobyl's disaster and decrease in IQ in the last 30 years. Makes you think. No, it doesn't. That's the whole point of that. But that's pretty shocking. What do you think? Do you think the Chernobyl could actually be affecting us? I mean, not me, but I know that I'm dumber now than I was 20 years ago. I know that. I was pretty dumb 20 years ago, but I'm pretty sure I've become dumber.
Interesting.
What about you, Antonio? Do you feel like you've gotten smarter or dumber over the years?
I'd like to think that I've at least, I don't know, I'd like to think I've gotten smarter, but at the same point in time, I'm like, still, I don't know. I might be a moron, so I'll go with that.
You're very smart. I'm just saying, relatively speaking, I feel like Chernobyl has made me stupider. And I watched the HBO special and I went, oh, that's why I'm dumb.
So has all that radiation trickled over the Atlantic and came this way? I don't know.
That's my story. That's what I'm thinking. Michael Ross says $2 for the stream. Just got demonetized fun. Well, what are you going to do? Liam Gray says, go EBS. It's a great chance for video content. I can't believe anybody is going. The idea of people going to Pitman, New Jersey just tickles my funny bone. Will I go? I don't know. Antifa's going to be there, it says. Micah D2 says, Antifa's going too, threatening Tim Pool about it. There's this whole soy-based supervillainry thing going on with Antifa versus YouTubers.
Yeah, that's... I don't really like the way like every video that I load up is automatically demonetized. Then I have to appeal it, have them review it, and then it takes a couple days, and then they turn it back on. And it's like, you do a video about comics, demonetized. And I'm like, okay.
I just, my ex-Disney accountant turns whistleblower. I just look, demonetized. You got to be kidding me.
Every video. That's what I'm saying, right out the gate.
I didn't say anything wrong in that. I deliberately just kind of like read the news and just kind of was even keeled. How is that demonetized? There is absolutely no bad content in that. What is wrong with people?
Yeah, I'm just curious how YouTube is getting down now. Whatever this new algorithm or whatever not to mention the way that their bots monitor the chats now and all this kind of just normal emojis and stuff are getting held for review and stuff. I was like, okay. I'm starting to wonder.
I think they've chosen to automatically demonetize me and a few other people like me. And then just, if it you know, I don't know, they'll do a manual review if I ask them to. But I mean, you know, look, yeah, this sucks. That's why I have the membership on my channel. I'm doing fine. I mean, I've got a lot of members, a lot of people joining up. And it's like if YouTube is going to do this and deliberately demonetize people, like certain people, and even when I behave myself, I still get demonetized. You know, we have to do something about that. Like, that's why we have channel memberships, and you know, people can actually support the channel in other ways. That's why we have super chats and things like that. I'm grateful. I mean, I read the super chats through. I'm really grateful for them because honestly, yeah, YouTube is being uncool. And I expect they're going to continue to be uncool and ramp up their uncoolness up through 2020. So it's going to be interesting. Sir Billy Ritchie says, thanks, Ethan. I'm not going to pools anymore. I think it's a good idea. You know, I think that's a good idea. Trench Frui says, are you going to watch Disney stock price today? Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to try to upload a video that's completely innocent. It's not even going to be about Disney. Because maybe it's because Disney is like, they're protecting Disney. So I'm gonna make a video about South American kinkajous and see if that's okay. See what happens. Simon Oliver says, look up the story of the mouse found in a Monster can. See, that would make me realize that my choice of not drinking Monster anymore was the best thing for me. I mean, if I did a story about a South American kinkajou, would I get demonetized still, Antonio? Like, that would prove my point.
I don't know. I think it's the syllables there. It seems like that bot searches for certain words, and it's like, that might be controversial.
It would hear me talking about the Jews. That's what you think. So if I actually just came out and said, South American kinkajou attacks Florida man inside his home, people would hear it like it would go, he said Jews are attacking Florida men.
And then they would automatically hit you, and then you have to have it reviewed. Yeah.
I mean, this isn't a Jewish person. This is a cute, you know, yellow animal who eats bananas with his hands. This is a kinkajou. You know. This is a kinkajou. I think it's what Pokemon. I think Pikachu. No, I said Pikachu. Pikachu is based on these, I think.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Oh, look at him. He wouldn't hurt anyone. I mean, he would, but he wouldn't. A kinkajou, a South American animal similar to the one pictured here, entered a Florida man's home and attacked him before he managed to lock it in a bathroom. I'll bet this thing bites really hard.
I suspect you are correct.
Have you ever had a flying squirrel?
No.
You've never had one of those flying squirrels before? Like, have you ever played with one?
No, I knew someone that had a squirrel as a pet, but and my mom told me that they ate squirrels when she was a young lady. So,
well, not like that. I mean, the kind that have like have wings. And you throw them in the air and they glide, sugar gliders.
Oh yeah, I watch like Nat Geo and stuff, and I'll see that. But yeah, I've never been in the presence of one.
Yeah, I owned one.
Oh,
I owned a sugar glider for about a year until it died. You know, it just died. I watched. I got it at a convention, comic book convention. There was a guy selling sugar gliders. I said, "Oh yeah, I want one of those." You know, there are people who know how to operate machinery and they know how to do stuff, and they make it look easy. And then you want to buy it because you can do what they can do. Well, you can't do it. It's the same thing with one of these sugar gliders. This guy was flinging the sugar glider all around like a yo-yo, and it was coming back to him. It was climbing in his pocket. It was all lovey and cute. He said, you can get yours to do this too, but it's going to take a while, you know, because these are babies and they've been taken from their mother. So first of all, these things smell like one of those vultures that we just talked about. They smell horrible.
Oh, wow.
But they say, keep it close to your heart. You know, you got to keep it in a pocket close to your heart. So it hears your heart beating. It recognizes you are its caretaker. And I was like, okay, I can do that. They give you a pouch that you can wear around your neck that you wear under your shirt. So you got this smelly animal in there close to your heart. And it's in there going, like that.
Oh, I can imagine because, like, my co-host Anna, she has 8 raccoons at her home, and sometimes when we're doing sexy party, you'll hear the raccoons go.
Yeah,
It's strange.
this makes an ungodly noise, like nothing you've ever heard. Now, I bought one of these. Andrea was there. I brought it back to my hotel room, and I kind of went, "Oh, I'm just going to let him out of the pack, you know. I'm going to let him out of his heart strap pack or whatever this thing was." And I did, and it flew out. It was like something out of an Adam Sandler movie. Andrea screamed and ran into the bathroom. It was flying all over the room, jumping like this. And I laughed, right? Because Andrea was afraid, and I was like, "It's just like a little squirrel. Like what? You know what the hell?" And then right when I said this, I was like, "It's just a little." It went boom, and it came down on my finger, and it perched on my finger with its mouth, and it clamped over my finger with its teeth. And it clamped so hard. Like, it bit me so goddamn hard that I did this, like, and it wouldn't come off. In fact, doing this made it stay on harder. And it's screaming while it's like, Andrea's in the bathroom like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." And I'm fighting the sugar glider.
Did you not have the conversation with the missus before you brought the animal home?
No, we were at the convention. I talked her into it. I said, "I'm buying a sugar glider. It's $500.
Oh man,
You know, I'm bringing it home." You know, she's like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah." We weren't married then.
Oh, okay. She just let you do shit.
We were dating, right? We'd been dating for like less than a year. So, like, you know, she was kind of like, "Well, this guy knows what he's doing." You know, no, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I have no idea. And so I got the sugar glider. It's clean. And she comes out of the bathroom. Now she sees me trying to get this thing off my hand. She's laughing her head off at me. She's like, "Oh my God." It's like biting my finger off. And this thing, I wore it like, I can't remember why even this happened, but like, where was I? We were driving somewhere. We were driving. We drove to this convention. We drove down to Washington, D.C., and I had to carry this thing through our nation's capital, like around my neck and attached to my heart. And I'm in the, I'm in museums. Like, I'm in the Museum of Natural History. And inside my shirt is something going, like that. Like loud.
That is fucking.
And you have to push it. Like, when it does that, they say push it down, like squish it. So I'm like squishing it. And it's screaming, and people are looking at me. I gave it to Hunter, you know.
And is he, she, they, them still alive?
No, that thing died in a year. And it's not because we didn't take care of it. We did our best, but this thing wanted to kill us. Every moment of its life, it schemed. Every moment of its life, it looked at me like it wanted to rip my throat out. It's just a little flying squirrel. I thought it was going to be cute. I was thinking about Rocky and Bullwinkle. You know, I was just like, oh, it's going to be like, hey, Bullwinkle. No, it wasn't. It was like, nah, like that, like fucking Satan. It sounded like the noises from. Look it up if you can find. Oh, this is why we have YouTube, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right, let's see what the noise is. I'm going to see if I can remember it accurately because it really did sound ungodly. And okay, sugar
this
gliders.
is what would have made Squirrel Girl cool. You know, it's like they should do like a Squirrel Girl reboot.
When you see this, you're going to think it's cute. When you see this, you're going to say, "Oh, how could this thing kick your ass?" You guys. Oh, I was already sharing. Hold on a second. Let me stop sharing. And then we're going to, let's see, share screen, make sure that we can get the audio in there. Because obviously the audio is the important part.
Yeah.
Share. And then here we go. Angry Sugar Glider. You're going to think this is cute. All right, let's listen.
All right. Oh, shit. What was that?
Loud. See that tooth?
Oh, man.
Whoa, see that?
Yeah. That's making me uncomfortable. Oh,
The dog's pissed off. All right, so that's what I'm talking about. Like that's the situation as it stands. I couldn't remember what the noise was, but yeah, that brought it all back to me. I can't even imitate it. It's ungodly.
oh man.
And it's like this at you, and it has a sharp tooth coming up from its lower jaw.
Oh my god.
So I'm like holding this thing to my heart, in a pouch, like, oh my god, like shush, and it's like don't get one. You want to get one because it looks cute. It is not cute. It will bite your penis off.
He'll be dead in like a month if he stayed in the house because he would get neglected.
Well, Hunter took care of him. Hunter loved him, and I think Hunter learned how to, work him, because if you can get them to love you, then, you are in good shape. Like those things are fun to play with. But I mean, it will bite your penis off. That's one thing that I'm afraid of. Like I'm afraid that it's going to find some opportunity. I'll be sleeping and it'll come in. I'll be like, what's crawling up my boxer? And it bites your penis off.
That is horrifying. Oh, that's not good.
It's gonna happen. So yeah, don't get one of those. That's the thing. Now that has nothing to do with this. I mean, not necessarily. I was reminded of the sugar glider from this kinkajou because this kinkajou looks similar. You know what I mean? Like I can see it making similar noises and wanting to also bite your penis off.
I suspect that thing would be feral as fuck and just rip you off. That would not be a good look.
Somebody goes, "Wait, your penis could fit in that thing's mouth?" No, it would.
Oh no!
No, it would do the. You know what? It would lock in and then tear. You know what I mean? That's what I'm picturing. I have nightmares about it. Kinkajou, South American animal similar to the one pictured here. All right. Wildlife officials in Florida said a kinkajou, a South American animal similar to a raccoon, broke into a home and attacked a man. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission said the Lake Worth Beach man told investigators he had given the unusual animal a piece of watermelon outside his house, and it returned the next morning and entered his house. It wanted more watermelon. The man said the kinkajou bit and scratched him before he was able to lock it in a bathroom. The man was not seriously injured, officials said. The animal was taken to a licensed facility. Good. Get rid of it. What is this right here? Oh, boy. Kinkajou runs into apartment, bites man. Oh, it shows a picture of his wounded foot. Hold on a second. Can you hear this or no?
It's low, but yeah. Okay.
All right, hold on a second. I honestly, StreamYards is pretty easy to use, but you do have to remember to do a couple of things before you can share audio, All right, here we go.
North Beach. CBS 12's out is on the trail of a four-legged intruder with a long tail. Al?
It started like any other routine, normal day when a guy was leaving his apartment up there getting ready to go to work. But when he opened the front door, he got a surprise that he'll never forget.
It charged straight at him.
Natalie Dulac of Lake Worth Beach woke up when she heard a commotion in the kitchen.
All right.
Her roommate's boyfriend was scuffling with...
What do you think of Natalie?
Yeah, she can get the D.
Yeah. All right.
Animal, this kinkajou that ran into the apartment when he opened the front door. And as these photos from FWC show, it ended up biting him on the foot and scratching the back of his leg.
So he came through the door, and then he tussled in the kitchen a little bit.
Yeah.
Then came through here, and then he was right here when I woke up.
She says she was shocked to see the kinkajou sitting in the living room at 5:45 in the morning.
And it was right there on the floor. And I said, oh my God, got scared and just hurry up.
I gotta say something. You got the news coming over. You want to clean your filthy bastard apartment?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Andrea, we have one person coming over. If Andrea knows that UPS is gonna drop off a box of I don't know what we ordered. We ordered some shampoo the other day. She cleans the house. She's like, I don't want anyone to see, our house being messy.
Yeah, let me just let the news crew run through my shit pile and see everything.
Clean up your bastard apartment. Let me see this again.
Door, and then he
what is all this?
Tussled in the kitchen a little bit, then came through here, And then he was right here when I woke up.
It looks like a goddamn drug den. Clean your apartment. No wonder you have kinkajous coming in and pissing all over the place. Look at it.
As someone who has been in a few drug dens, that's a palace compared to some of the shit I've seen.
That's probably true. Yeah. Somebody said shampoo. Cypher TV says shampoo for her. I imagine. I still have hair. I still need shampoo.
Says she was shocked to see the kinkajou sitting in the living room at 5:45 in the morning.
And it was right there on the floor. And I said,
look at it.
Oh my God, got scared and just like, hurry up, slam my door.
The guy who was bitten lured the kinkajou into the bathroom and closed the door to keep it there while they waited for wildlife officers.
It sounded like a 300-pound man was tackling him in the kitchen. That's why I thought somebody was breaking into my house.
She shouldn't even blow dry her hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she looked a little wrecked there, but like I said, she still get it though.
Yeah, no, I just think she could look better. That's all.
Oh, she could definitely look better.
Yeah. She's got tattoos and stuff, you know. It's all right. She's good. I'm just saying, if you're going to be on TV, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I was on TV. The day that they shot Osama bin Laden. I was there. I was coming out of the airport. I'd been in LA all week. And I got off an airplane, 6-hour flight, whatever it was, crazy. And I was still great on TV. I was fantastic. They said, "How do you feel about bin Laden getting shot?" I said, "I feel great." So I've never felt better about anything than bin Laden getting shot. And I might have looked a little ragged, but I still was camera ready, you know. And she could have done better than this. That's all I'm saying. Like, everything is stressing me out. Like, this stuff behind her is stressing me out. Like, I don't know. Clean surfaces.
Scared me, to be honest.
It turns out the night before, the kinkajou was sitting outside on a fence, and people thought it was cute and fed it pieces of watermelon. Natalie says the animal apparently spent the whole night out there and waited on their doorstep, hoping to get more food.
When he opened the door, it like charged at him, at his leg, and like clung to his leg, and then he was trying to...
It said, "Give me some more watermelon." It wanted watermelon.
Apparently, the kinkajou has been to the hood. So, yeah, it went to the cookout in the hood.
Yeah.
And, they serve a lot of watermelon there. So.
Okay.
I get it off of his leg, and it kept coming back in. I'll probably never forget this.
Oh.
Everybody's like, only in Florida.
According to the FWC report, officers were not able to determine where the kinkajou came from or who owned it.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing? What was that shot for? What was that shot for? Hold on a second.
Night out there and waited on their doorstep, hoping to get more food.
When he opened the door,
I would ask them why.
At his leg and like clung to his leg, and then he was trying to get it off of his leg, and it kept coming back in. I'll probably never. Everybody's like, only in...
Officers were not able to determine.
Okay, watch this. Now, why would you do this? Why would you take this shot here, Antonio?
That's an interesting.
She's got a tattoo that says "cursed" on her wrist, and she's wearing bright day-glow yellow nail polish. Her nails are not too long, though. The nails are not too long. You know what we say about women with long nails?
Yeah.
What do we say about them, Antonio?
I just enjoy the way they feel on my back.
Wrong. Women with long fingernails have dirty butts.
Oh,
Antonio, do the math.
What?
How are you wiping? How are you cleaning back there when you have 6-inch nails?
Oh, wow.
Okay. When you see a woman with 9-inch nails, and I don't mean the group, I mean the long nails decorated, you know that she's dirty back there.
Speaking of 9-inch nails, I still want to feel her from the inside. And so there you go.
I'm just saying. People are saying bidet. How many people have bidets in the United States? But this is true.
I have met one person in my lifetime that actually had a bidet in their home.
Mm-hmm.
And they were rather wealthy, but it's okay.
French, I mean, you know, they'd have to be European. I don't think Americans do that at all. Americans don't. You know, we don't want that.
It blew my mind because, you know, I was living in the hood, and I don't know. I think they pitied me because I was a poor Negro from the ghetto. And they invited me to stay in their home for a few days. And I was like, it shoots water where? And I was like, it blew me away. I went home and I was like, Mom, they had 2 toilets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It just makes me like I don't want to get soaking wet. You know, I don't get it. I don't get that technology at all. That doesn't work for me. You know. But anyway, they're just making fun of her here. They're making fun of her weird bow on her ring finger. They're making fun of her tattoo that says "cursed." They're saying she's saying only in Florida, and what they're doing, she said, "Yeah, this is typical for something that would happen in Florida." And they're saying, "Yeah, you're Florida trash too, bitch." That's what this shot is saying. And by the way, this guy who's in her home, totally disingenuous. He pisses me off. Let's keep looking.
That you came from or who owned it?
It was scary. I didn't think I was going to come into the house.
As for the kinkajou, it was taken to a licensed facility, and the victim, who was bitten, was not seriously injured.
This guy's like, I'm so much better than all of you. He's like, I'm basically here reporting on your stupid lives. I'm so much better than you. I'm going to make fun of your fingernail polish and your tattoos. Look at me. You know, I could be one of the Kennedys. You know, what a jerk. I don't like people like this.
In Lake Worth Beach, Al Peffley, CBS 12 News.
She seemed nice. She was scared. She was scared because her boyfriend got eaten by a kinkajou, and this guy was there to mock her pain. That's how I took that.
That is, I hope that never happens to me. So, there you go.
Well, Antonio, I don't think you're going to be feeding like, you know, wild animals.
This is
you know what I mean? You wouldn't feed a wild animal outside of your home.
No,
You know better than that.
I don't think that's on the Uber Eats menu. So when they drop that plate of food off, I love it.
Now I'm hungry.
I love Uber Eats. It is the best service. You know, just bring anything. I was like, oh, I'd like some IHOP today.
Yeah. I don't know, Antonio. I don't know. If you saw, Antonio, are you afraid of children?
Yes, I think so. I don't want the responsibility.
I think a lot of people feel the way that you feel. You know, I think Hollywood feels the way that you feel. Hollywood has decided recently that children are scary. Children don't scare me. I'm not afraid of children. You know, I'm afraid of ghosts. I'm not afraid of ghosts. Well, no, I am, though. The Ghostbusters aren't, and that's why they're special. I am afraid of ghosts. And if I saw a ghost, I'd be upset. But somehow if I saw the ghost of a child, I'd be less upset. I'd be like, you're not evil. You're a kid. You know?
If it was a ghost, though, I don't know. Because it could be, I was like, man, that could be an evil-ass kid. You never know.
Well, that's what Hollywood is perpetrating. That's what they're perpetuating. They've got this whole thing about evil kids. And you look at the movies, all the horror movies from the last 15 years have been like, oh, spooky evil kids. I'm not afraid of a kid. I will beat the ass off of any kid. Yeah, I will. I've said this before. I will beat up any kid. I don't care if you're supernaturally possessed. If you're a demon, I will beat your ass. I'm a father. You know what I mean? I'm an adult. I'm a man. I got a belt. I will whip that ass. You know, any of these kids, any of these spooky kids, give me a break. I just see that and I go, I'd beat that kid's ass. Why are these people afraid? Why are these adults afraid of this child?
I don't know. Children.
The Omen? Are you kidding me? The Omen?
No. I saw Damien for the first time and I shit myself, so I can understand that.
I'm not afraid of Damien. I'll take 12 of that kid on.
Damien was getting everybody bumped off, though.
Yeah. I'm bigger than he is. I'm way bigger than he is. I punch Damien once, he goes down. You know, that kid, what is he, 5, 6 years old?
Yeah, but
I punch Damien as hard. I punch a 5 or 6 year old as hard as I can in the face. He's going down. I don't care if he's the son of the devil. He's going down.
He can control animals and all this other stuff, though. He's got all this power.
Bring all that shit on. I'm not afraid.
Oh, no.
He's a 6-year-old. I would show him an iPad with a Pokemon app on it, and then I'd punch him in the face.
That could work.
Not afraid of kids. Some people are though. People are afraid of kids. I don't understand it, but they think kids are spooky, and that's why when clown dolls fall from the sky, little dolls, they get upset. Oh, it's possessed. I got to burn it. And that happened just yesterday. I shared a story about a clown doll that fell from the sky, and these adults nearly crapped their pants over it. Just relax. Just relax. It's just, and by the way, dolls aren't scary either. Why are people pretending to be afraid of dolls and clowns? What are you doing? You're not. What are you afraid? You're afraid of dolls? What, do toy trains scare you too? Like, what do you mean you're afraid of dolls? Sick of it, Antonio. And these people, cute or creepy, mysterious dolls are popping up. Hold on, let me see if we can. Again, I did it again. Let me go back and share this with the audio intact, Antonio. And I don't mean to yell at you, Antonio. Like, it's not your fault. I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at everyone through you.
It is my fault.
No, I'm yelling at people through you. All right, let's look at this.
I'm saying I'm a surrogate. I take responsibility.
You do.
I saw pictures online. It was kind of weird.
It's not something you see every day.
It is creepy. I'm not sure what's up with it.
Dolls
From a distance, it looks like a person.
popping up randomly around Jefferson County.
They're getting pretty good at where they're putting these. I mean, they're putting them where they're going to be seen. There's no doubt about it. This one is at a major intersection.
All the dolls look similar. They look like this, very realistic. And people living in this community say it's not only the dolls that are creepy, but it's where they're placed that's strange.
Well, when we found this one, it was just like laying in the front of our building, and we kind of just.
What do you think about these young ladies?
Yeah.
I don't know how old they are. I can't say anything. I mean, she could be 14. She could be 32. I have no idea.
It might be 14.
That's why I don't talk to women. I talk to Andrea. I have no idea. I could talk to her, and somebody could be like, "Hey, that's a 13-year-old." I'd be like, "What? I don't know. They all look like kids to me."
Yeah,
at this point.
Jason T in the chat says, "I get the chubby one. Nah, I'm taking on all comers, man. I'll take them by the pound, baby. I believe."
Yeah, this one too. Yeah. I could tell she's older though. She's 23.
Yeah.
This one could be 12. She could be upper end. She could be 28. I'd say.
The chick with the glasses. Yeah, I'm all in on that, baby.
Really?
Go, baby.
I like talking to you about women. It's fun. This is why Sexy Party's a good show, I guess.
Yeah, Anna wants to talk to you. She's been watching you on Kiwi Farms, and she finds you fascinating.
Why?
I don't know, but she just wants to talk to you for some reason. And
okay, Anna, that Star Wars girl. I talk to her all the time.
No, my Anna, Russian Jew.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but maybe I could have Anna and Anna together. That would be interesting.
All right, let's watch this.
And then we picked it up, and it was the doll, and we were like, "Okay, that's kind of."
What if it was a dead body?
No.
You know what I mean? What if this was the dead body of a child that was all rigor mortis out and everything, and you're like, "What is this?" And you pick it up, and it's like, you know what I mean? It's the bloated corpse of a child. Like, why would you just arbitrarily pick it up? I'd call the police, I guess.
Well, that's why the movie Stand By Me always weirded me out, because the kid finds a dead body, and instead of going, "Shit, I need to find the cops," he goes, "Hey, you want to see a dead body?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's a creepy kid.
Yeah, that is a weird thing. Well, I mean, when you're a kid, what are you going to do about it?
I'm going to go find the police. Like, there's a
what if you're a kid and it's the 1950s, though? Does that make it different?
They had police in the 1950s.
They did?
I'd like to think so. I'm like, yeah. Hey, there's a dead body. You want me to take you to it?
I'd be like, sure. And then we would have an adventure together.
That's a creepy kid that probably grew up and has dead bodies in his trunk or basement somewhere.
Was that in a movie though? Was that in like what movie was that? Was that Boys in the Hood, where there was also like, hey, you want to see a dead body? And there was somebody who got shot in an alley.
They did that on The Wire though. I remember they had some bodies sealed up in the vacates, and the guy was like, he thought that they were sealing them up to turn them into zombies. And then the guy was like, nah, man, when they kill them, they just dead. And he took them to where there was a dead body.
The Wire? The Wire did that?
The Wire's bad as shit, man. I was like, I love that.
I've seen it. I don't remember that, though.
Season four, when they found out that Marlo Stanfield was, because they were like, how does he got all this hot real estate? He hadn't dropped a body all summer. And then they realized that they had killed like 100 and something people and sealed them up in all the row homes, the vacants in Baltimore. That's why I was like, he was gangster with that. They was sealing them all up. He was just killing them. Wow. He was like, the block is rather quiet this summer. I wonder why. Yeah, he killed like 100 and some people.
That's a lot of people to kill.
That is a lot of people to kill. That's why I was like, Marlo is my favorite gangsters on the Wire were Avon Barksdale and that whole Stringer Bell, which was Idris Elba and all that. But Marlo and Snoop and Chris, his two hitters, they killed over 100 something people.
Wow.
I know got like triple life when he confessed to all the murders. When they finally convicted him, he got like life in prison. Him and Weebay. Yeah, Weebay got life in prison and Chris Partlow got life in prison.
I missed that show. I only watched it through once. I thought season 5 was pretty good. Season 1 and season 5 were really good.
I watched the whole thing. And matter of fact, I go back about once a year and I do like a marathon. I watch just because it stimulates my mind. It gives me because all the different writing choices and everything. Whew, it's incredible. I love season 2 when they kind of cut some of the main cast out, and then all of a sudden they've got the dock workers on there, and I was like, "There's no way this is going to be good." Then you get the Greek and you get the Russians and all the. It was just so good, man. It was just,
the dock workers bored me when I saw those Irish people. I was like, "Get them out of here."
No, Serge and the Greeks though. When he was chopping the bodies up, he was like,
"I like the Greeks. I just don't like the Irish. I got to get the Irish out of this country somehow." Gotta be a way to do that.
Hilarious.
Irish need not apply. All right. Which is a shame because some of my favorite people in the world are Irish. John F. Kennedy, Senator Joseph McCarthy. These are the heroes of mine. All right, let's watch this.
And they've been like hanging on top of stop signs, randomly like in front
headless.
of the license office, all kinds of weird stuff.
Festus Chief of Police Tim Lewis says it's all fun and games, but he's worried someone is going to get hurt.
The hands are sewn to the face. There's no face on it. If you were to see that from behind, that looks like a little girl. The hands of his face looks like a little girl crying, holding up against a pole.
Yep.
Somebody's going to stop. In this town, people are good-hearted. People are going to stop and check to make sure that's not a child. And then they're going to either get hit or there's a chance they get out of the car and they get run over.
Carlo Rose in the chat going, "What?" Because he's Irish. Carl, I'm kidding. Okay.
Over, then you're dealing with a catastrophe.
Chief Lewis says they don't know where the dolls are coming from or who is putting them there.
Somebody just wants attention, or they think it's funny to put out, and they're giggling as they see people stopping.
Prank or not, Chief Lewis says be aware of your surroundings.
Well, we think it's a joke, but if somebody thinks this is really a child and they take steps to try and get that child out of traffic, and they get injured.
They get hit. That's the whole scheme.
In Jefferson County, Michaela Brunner, Fox 2 News.
That is the whole scheme. So somebody's putting dolls in the road, hoping that you're going to think they're real children, try to save them, and then get hit by a car because you tried to save a child. That's diabolical.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all.
That's really a lot. I mean, trying to get that's really taking the long way around trying to kill someone.
Well, what was it? There was a story in the news. There was like this it was like a mannequin or some kind of doll. It was very flexible, it moved, and they were up above this kind of turnpike or whatever. People were driving under it, and these idiots was like, "Hey, I'm gonna drop this thing off and make somebody think that a person is like trying to commit suicide or something." And somebody actually, unfortunately, someone ended up dying.
Oh,
yeah, it was stupid. I was like, yeah, that sounded like a good idea.
That's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. Yeah, so people have to stop. There's some real sociopaths in the world that would make dolls like this, pretty dolls with no heads, and then make people think that they were children in the street. Why? What is the purpose of that? Throwing these dolls all over the world. What do you think What do you think this person is thinking? Are they trying to get people hurt, or is it just a prank, bro?
Like I said, you know what I'm saying? It's always what your parents used to say. It's always funny, and then someone loses an eye or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. So
yeah,
we used to do crazy shit when I was a kid, so shooting each other with BB guns and shit like that. So.
Oh yeah. I got in trouble. I got the cops over. My mom covered for me. My mom was kind of gangster just once for me, because as kids we used to take paper clips, like paper clips, and then we would take like a pair of wire cutters and we'd cut them right across the middle. And what would happen is they would break into 3 U shapes. You'd have 3 U-shaped bits of metal. And then you take rubber bands, okay? And you wrap the rubber bands, like a bunch of rubber bands, around your pinky and around your thumb, and you make a makeshift slingshot. We were poor kids, and we wanted to cause trouble, but on like $0 budgets. So all we had to do was buy rubber bands and paper clips. You take the U-shaped paper clip, you put it in here, and then boom, and you could shoot, like it would embed itself in a tree. Like, I mean, really, it was pretty powerful. It was a pretty good slingshot. So we were doing this all day long. We were shooting things. We're shooting trees. We're shooting cars that would go by with these. We were kids. We were like in our 30s. And we, no, just kidding. We were like 11, 12. And, just shooting, with these U-shaped bits of metal. And so my friends are all up in my room. I had this attic room and big open like bay window. So we had like, we had the high ground essentially. Okay. So we could see everyone. We could shoot everyone. And Millie across the street, older woman, she's getting out of her car. Millie used to yell at us kids. Kids, get out of the street. She was a pill. She's a pain. And somebody said, my friend who's older than me, his name was Lino Timpanelli. He was Italian.
That's an interesting name.
Jersey.
Lino Timpanelli.
Lino Timpanelli. The Timpanellis. He said, hey, Ethan, I'll bet you can't hit Millie. And I said, yeah, I can hit Millie. So I'll bet you won't. You don't say, you bet you won't to a boy. You don't say that, So I just went, and I didn't even really try because I hoped I would miss. But like, boom, and I let go. And Millie, like in the neck, screaming.
Oh no, you hit her in the neck.
She dropped her groceries. She started screaming. We kind of ducked to the side of the window, like, oh my God, you killed Millie, And Millie called the police. The police came over. And cops, talking to my mom. We heard them talking to my mom. And my mom said, boys, come downstairs. And I said, okay. So we all came downstairs, and there's a police officer there. He said, hey, you boys up there shooting paper clips out your window? I said, well, maybe a little, And
just a little bit.
They said, how long you been shooting paper clips? I said, just for killing some time today. They said, he's like, you hit this woman. I said, that was an accident. Sorry, our bad. He says, so you only been shooting these today, huh? I said, yeah. He opens his palm and he produces a handful of paper clips. Some of them are rusty. We've been doing this for months. I've been collecting these up and down the street, And my mom covered for us somehow. We didn't really get in trouble. We should have gotten in trouble for shooting this woman in the neck. But my mom said something to the cop, and we didn't get in any trouble at all for it.
She hit him with a spell.
My mom was into witchcraft, so it's possible. My mom's, but I still think about that. Like, what did my mom say to the cop? My mom said, boys, you go upstairs. And then she said, I'll talk to the cop. And then, I heard her like yelling. And then the cop went away, and that was it. I should have been in jail for that, assault.
But you weren't.
Out on the street, recidivist. Ready to commit the same crime again, over and over again, possibly. But we moved on. We moved on. We didn't do that same thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. What are you doing, Antonio? Are you making breakfast?
A little bit, yeah. Sitting here having my getting myself some sausage and probably a few waffles, and getting it all ready to go, man. And firing up the George Foreman grill.
Yeah,
man, it's beautiful.
Let me read these super chats. Liam Gray says, sugar gliders are native Aussie critters. You're lucky you made it alive. Yeah, I made it out alive. Mark C, thanks for $10. Disney streaming service is going to try to cut down on sharing passwords by forcing you to register your IP address. Might want to look into its invasion of privacy possibilities. Johnny Dollar says, Kinkachoo wants a purple drink.
I love it.
Amateur Ant says, Hollywood loves kids just like Jeffrey Epstein. Micah D2 says, hey, I'm Irish. No more SCs for you. No more super chats for you. LOL. Oh, shit. I gotta stop making fun of Irish people. Mazzamonte says, Uncle E, are you planning on promoting the GoFundMe for the Fandom Menace book? Looks like it needs help. You're in it after all. LOL. You could rock it. I don't know. Maybe. I go back and forth about that. Like, I feel weird promoting a book that's about me. I feel weird about it. You know, the guy asked me for my comments and all this stuff, and I didn't really. I like the guy. I didn't really give him anything. I thought he should be objective. He shouldn't feel like he owes me anything. I mean, this is an account of another kind of cultural movement that I'm a part of. I don't want to influence anyone. I got enough people calling me a cult leader, Antonio.
It's a cult of personality.
I don't need any more of it. You know, it's ridiculous. I think about that all the time. I go to bed and go, am I a cult leader?
I'd like to think you weren't.
If I am a cult leader, I want to know now, because I will implement some changes in how I communicate with people. I would like to be a cult leader. I got to be honest with you. It's not a repellent idea to me to be a cult leader, because I could be a good cult leader. I could be like Tony Robbins. You know, he's a cult leader. You know,
his teeth have always bothered me because he's got like a freakishly big head and the whole thing.
Yeah, and he laughs weird. He's like, yeah, a little Herman Munster, you know.
But I hear he likes the ladies, though. That's
does he really?
Yeah, yeah. That was. I hear he's a player. So.
I could do it, Antonio. I could be a cult leader. You know, I gotta think about it. All right. Well, with that, I want to show you my glasses. I got new glasses. These are my. I wanted glasses that would make my eyes bigger.
Wow, you look like a 70-year-old man, though. But if they work, God bless you.
Yeah. They do work, actually. I can draw. It's pretty good. All right, guys. I got to go. I got to do stuff. I think I got to take out the garbage and stuff like that and have a day. I just want to wish you all a happy morning. Go have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine and scatter the sunshine all along your way. What do you think of that, Antonio?
It looks fantastic, and it looks like you got another super chat.
Oh, Blockhead says Tim Seeley tweeted a pic of Cyberfrog on his wall. I did see that. That's funny.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. He's a big Cyberfrog fan when he's a kid. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
All right. Flat Earth is real, baby.